What's up, everybody? We're back. This is going to be the last section that we do for this chapter. We're going to skip the parabolas that are on the front sheet. But today we're going to do 9.7, which is actually writing and graphing equations in circles. So our standard form for circles is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is all equal to r squared. H goes with the x, k goes with the y. And the reason for that is the center of a circle is hk. In this case, x and y are just constants. And our radius is equal to r. Notice this is r squared, so we're gonna have to take square roots here. So for number 1, I have x squared, and that should be plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 9. And we gotta name the center and the radius. Well, the radius is pretty easy. I'm just gonna look at this 9. So r squared is equal to 9. If I take square roots, our radius is 3. And to find the center, I'm going to look first. I don't have anything with the x. So I'm going to say the x value of my center is 0. And I'm going to look at this 3. Then notice it's minus k. And I have minus 3. And whenever you have a minus, you just take the opposite. So instead of negative 3, I'm going to have positive 3. 0, 3 is our center. For numero dos, I have x plus 4 squared plus y minus 9 squared is equal to 29. So let's start with the radius. I know that r squared is equal to this 29. If I do the square root, I get r is equal to square root 29. I cannot simplify that. Please don't put that as a decimal. We want exact answers only. And then I look for my center. I look at the x. I have a positive 4. But because there's this minus up here in our original formula, we always have to take the opposite. Opposite of positive 4 is a negative 4. Opposite of negative 9 is a positive 9. This is the center of my circle. The radius is square root 29. The center is negative 4, 9. So now, let's kind of do the opposite of this. So number 3, we have to write the equation. I know that the center is 0, negative 4, and the radius is 6. So if I plug this into my equation, I'm going to have x minus 0 squared plus y minus negative 4 squared is equal to 6 squared. And if I simplify this a little bit, this is just x squared plus 2 negatives make a positive, right? Y plus 4 squared is equal to 6 squared, which is 36. And this is the equation of my circle. Numero quattro. I have negative 3/8. And I have a radius of 10. So I have x minus, first value negative 3, plus squared, of course, plus y minus 8 squared is equal to 10 squared. So that just comes out to be x plus 3 squared plus y minus 8 squared is equal to 100. I was running out of room there. So not too bad, just follow the formula and you will be fine. Should have prepared a little bit more, getting my Windex out. This whiteboard's weird because it won't clean normally. It has to have Windex. The material of it's weird. So it's kind of a pain, but it gets the job done, I guess. Hope you guys have been doing well. Kind of sucks that school's been canceled for the year. I'm bummed. If you have any ideas of any cool projects that we can do, please let me know. I'm airing this out. Alright. Phew. Alright, back to this. Alright, number 5. Oh, okay. We're given information. So, number 5, we know that the center is 0, 0, which is also known as the origin. It's right in the middle of the graph. And a point of a circle is -5, 0. So point, -5, 0. So if I'm going to look at this, I need to think, hey, we're going to have to use some formula that gives us the radius. Remember, the radius is just the distance between a point and the center of the circle and the edge of the circle. So, quick drawing. We got to find the distance. So, if you remember our good friend distance formula. So, the distance x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. Best formula ever. Well, second best. Maybe third. Pythagorean theorem is pretty cool. Quadratic formula is pretty cool as well. So, let's do this. Distance formula. Distance equals, I have 0 minus -5. 0 minus -5 squared plus 0 minus 0 squared. So, quick maths. This becomes a positive. Well, 0 minus 0 is just 0. 0 plus 5, so 5 squared. That is square root of 25, which is just 5. Or you can just say, hey, what gets rid of the square root? We're still left with 5. So we did the distance, well, we found the radius of this distance is 5. So we can say that our radius is actually 5. So now we can write a formula. We have the radius, we have the center. Let's plug that into our formula. I have x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared is equal to the radius squared. So this is just x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. What's better than 24? 25. Alright. Number 6. Center is 6, -2. And a point is 10, -2. So, quick maths using the distance formula. The distance is 6 minus 10 squared plus -2 minus -2. This is a common mistake I see. If you do -2 minus -2, sometimes you put -4. That is not correct. I'll show you why in a second. So this distance, we can also just say that's the radius. So I have -4 squared plus -2 minus -2. Two negatives make a positive. -2 plus 2 is 0 squared. So then I have 16. -4 squared is not -16. -4 times -4. Positive 16. Square root of 16 is 4. The radius is 4. So if I want to plug this in. So this is the radius, I have the radius, I have the center. Let's plug that into our formula. X minus 6 squared plus y minus negative 2 squared is equal to 4 squared. X minus 6 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 16. Bam! That's it. That's the equation. We're almost done. Almost done. Oh, gotta clean again. My goodness. I feel bad for the people who live on my floor because they probably hear me yelling about math all the time, and they're probably worried, but they may be worried, but they'll be learning, I guess. I don't know. Air this out. What have you guys been doing with your time off? Well, besides like doing math and all your other subjects in school. I've been doing puzzles because I have nothing else to do. I feel like I've watched all of Netflix. Here's the first puzzle I did. It's little baby Yoda. It's pretty good. Alright, I think this is dry enough. Hopefully. Number 7. So I have the center is negative 2, 4. And a point is 1, 8. So the last 2 examples we did, one of the things kind of canceled out in the distance formula. It wound up being 0, which is good. That's not always the case. What if, well, let's just take a look. If I plug this into our distance formula, our radius is really the distance. I have negative 2 minus 1 squared plus 4 minus 8 squared. So that's negative 3 squared plus negative 4 squared. Do not split this up and say, hey, this is square root negative 3 plus square root 14. Do not split it up. It stays underneath the square root until the very, very, very end. Do not do that. Negative 3 squared is 9 plus negative 4 squared is 16. Like I said, do not split this up and say, hey, square root of 9 plus square root of 16. That's 3 and 4, which is 7. Doesn't work like that. 9 plus 16 is 25. 25. Square root of 25 is 5. That is not the same thing as 7. Don't split it up. I cannot stress that enough. We have the center. We have the radius. If I plug this into the equation, I have x minus negative 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 5 squared, which we can simplify. 2 negatives make a positive. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 25. That's all you gotta do. Have it in this form, in standard form. And last but not least, we are going to graph stuff. So, number 8. I have x squared plus y squared is equal to 9. First thing you gotta do, find the center, find the radius. Shouldn't be too hard. Nothing's being added or subtracted with this x, nothing's being added or subtracted with this y. So I can say the center is 0, 0, which is good. I have a mini graph. So I'm going to draw little point 0, 0 in the origin. The radius, well, r squared is 9, so the radius has got to be 3. Awesome. So I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, plot a point. I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, plot a point. To the right 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the left 3, 1, 2, 3. I have all these points, and then I can just kind of draw a circle around them. Not perfect, but it gets the job done. Because that's our radius. If we go up, down, left to right, it should still be 3 units. To the left, even though it's going negative, still 3 units away. So it's kind of dealing with absolute value. And last problem we're doing is number 9. I have x minus 4 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 16. Oh, that's plus 2. There we go. So, center, we look and see, where'd my red marker go? Did I lose it already? Oh, found it. Look at the center, take this, and just take the opposites. So negative 4, positive 4. Instead of positive 2, negative 2. Square root of 16, radius is 4. So I'm going to plot this center first, 4, negative 2. So go to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 2. That's the center of the circle. Then my radius is 4, so I'm going to go up 4 from the center of the circle, from the center that I just plotted. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put these points in blue. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to go down 4 from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 points. And the center. And then I can draw it, and I'm going to draw it in black. As you can see, not the best artist when it comes to circles, but it's a circle, it models it, and that's really all there is to do. We are done with circles. Last units that we're doing is area and volume. And that we're done for the year, guys. Kind of bummed. Wish we would be ending in the classroom, but it is what it is, I guess. Stay safe, have fun, reach out with any questions that you got.